Hello everyone, this is Shani Kumar Gupta. Welcome to our online YouTube class. And my dear student, today I am going to teach you class 6 science. And today that chapter 2nd. And chapter name is components of food. And before class, it means lecture first, we have discussed about our topics. Which topic we have read in that chapter. And that's the topic is, firstly I am discuss about some topics, nutrients, components of foods, and components of food divided in 7 parts. 7 parts, and that's components of food. It means carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, rough phase, and water also. And my dear student, carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals are called organic food. And both two, it means rough phase and water, are called inorganic food. And yesterday we have discussed about our nutrients also. What is nutrients? Okay. And today we have discussed about our components of foods first. What's first? It means carbohydrate. So what is carbohydrate? Before starting the class, firstly you pause the video, here take a screenshot, and next we have a start our first topic for today. Okay. So my dear student, today's our topic is carbohydrates. So what is carbohydrates? Okay, it means here carbohydrate are the energy giving food. You also know carbohydrate is a energy giving food. Okay, and next they are organic compounds of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen also. Before starting the class, I also said there are 4 types. It means carbohydrate, fat, proteins, vitamins and minerals are organic food. Okay, so that's a carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the energy giving food. That's the energy giving food, and they are organic compound of carbon. That's carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So that's the carbohydrates. Okay, and my dear student, there are major 2 parts of carbohydrate, divided 2 parts of carbohydrate, and that's the first part is sugar and second part is starch. So what is sugar and what is starch, and how to know about starch and how to know about sugar? Okay, that's a sugar is simple carbohydrate. Sugar is a simple carbohydrate in the form of glucose, fructose and maltose. It means that the sugar is a simple form of carbohydrate, and that's the form of glucose, fructose and maltose also. Okay, and they are often sweet and provide. They are also sweet and provide instant energy. It means sugar is also provide the instance of energy. Okay. So, and that's the instant of energy. It means sugar help the energy with the help of carbohydrate. Okay, and next part is starch. What is starch? Starch is a complex high carbohydrate. That's the sugar is a simple carbohydrate, but starch is a complex carbohydrate. Okay, and starch does not taste. Starch does not taste. Starch does not taste, sweet and insoluble in water, and that's starch does not. It means starch taste is not sweet, and that's not insoluble in water. Not insoluble in water with starch. Okay, and so many students say, sir, see me example of carbohydrate. So my dear student, that's the sources of carbohydrate: rice, wheat, potatoes, sugar, bread, biscuit, honey, banana, mango and etc. My dear students, you also see the figure of the sources of carbohydrate. That's the figure of the sources of carbohydrate. Okay, you see the figure, then you also suggest which is the source of carbohydrates. Okay, so that's the figure of sources of carbohydrates. So firstly write down in your copy, and the next topic we have discussed about. Okay, so our next topic is fats. Next components is fat. First carbohydrates and next fat. My dear student, in fat, you also know if we eat more than food, after some time we also just like more than fat. Okay, so that's fat is not good for our health. Fat is very bad, harmful for our health also. Okay, next here, food, fats are also energy giving food. That's simple. Fats are also energy giving food, and they provide more than energy carbohydrate. That's more than energy provide carbohydrates. Okay, it means uh, if carbohydrate provide energy, you also know, but fat also provide, but more than energy provide, which fat. So that's objective type of question available. It means which provide more than energy, fat and carbohydrates. So that's your answer, fat. Okay, next here, fat composed carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Fat composed carbon, hydrogen and oxygen also. Okay, and next here, function of fats. Function of fats. That's here, the main function of fats are just like here, wrote on the board. You also see and write in your copy that fats are an energy bank of living organism. It means more than energy provide which fats. So that's the energy bank of living organism, which fat. Okay, next here, second number, fats protect the delicate organism, the body. It means fat also protect the more types of organism for increasement and take more than energy. Okay, and next third point, it thus helps to keep the body warm. It means if we take do not take eat fats, the after that our body is not warm. That's a help for warm of our body. Okay, it means that three function of the fats. If your question says write the function of fat, so you write that 3 points also. You also write more than 3 points, but 3 point is necessary. Necessary. And next, sources of fats. Sources of food. So write some sources of foods, fats. You also see the figure of sources of food, just like a butter, ghee, oil, nuts, milk, meat, etc. And that's the figure of sources of fats. You see the figure of sources of fats. Okay, next topic or next topic is proteins. It means third number topic. First carbohydrate, second fats, and third topic is proteins. So my dear students, you also know protein is also known as bodybuilding food. Okay, you see here, known as bodybuilding food. It means protein is very necessary for our health. Very necessary for our health. If proteins are less than amount of our body, then we can't survive our life just like freely way. It means not healthy, mindly also. Okay, next here, proteins are made up of simple units, that is an amino acids. Proteins are made up of simple units. That's very simple units include a proteins, and that's known as amino acids. Okay, and next points, your muscles, bones, cells, organism, antibodies, enzymes, and some hormones, larger compounds of in proteins. It means which type of hormones, antibodies, cells, muscles, bones, enzymes, and that's a larger scale available in proteins also. And next topic is they help us to growth our body. Means which type of components help the body, help the growth our body? Proteins. Okay, next, they help in their preparing the tissues, blood clotting and fluid balance. It means that's also help for tissues, make the tissues blood clotting and fluid balance. If protein is not available, then our fluid balance is unbalanced. Okay, next here, so that's the some points of proteins. If says write about some point, write about 4 lines, write about 3 points of proteins. What you write? Firstly, you write protein as known as the bodybuilding food, and next you write also 3 or 4 points. That's the first points. Proteins are made up of simple units, that is amino acids. And your body's muscles, bones, cells, enzymes, antibodies, and some hormones of large scale available in proteins. Okay, and they help us growth our body. Okay, next here they help us repairing the tissues, blood clotting, and fluid balance also. And write some example sources of proteins. So what is the sources of protein? So firstly, my dear students, you see the figure of sources of protein, and that's the figure of sources of proteins. You see here, I just example, I also say milk, egg product, milk, egg, peanuts, oats, pulses, and whole wheat product, and peas, meat, fish, etc. So that's the whole of sources of proteins. Okay, so my dear students, you see and you understand that 3 topics for today: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And next left topic we have discussed in next class. My dear students, firstly write down all topics in your notebook, just like a note, topic wise. Okay, if you not understand any points, then you also say me which points you not understand. Okay, so firstly write down. And my dear student, you also stay home, save your life, and continue your study at home. If you don't continue your study, I think before September our school not open. So how to study? With my video you see and start your class at home. Okay, so thank you.